We had so much fun with peach, we decided to try honey. Welcome back to the camp. Today we're exploring honey flavored whiskey. We went out and found 9 honey flavored whiskeys. We brought them back and we tried them all for you. Like with all other flavored whiskeys, we found that these also fall into 3 major categories. I'm going to go over which ones fell into which and give you my top picks. So in order to get the bad news out of the way first, we're going to go over my first category, which is the misses. These fell short in some way, and we wanted you to know so that you can avoid them. The first one is Seagram 7 Dark Honey. Now, this is a really unique flavor. It is a pretty citrusy whiskey. It has a good honey to it, but it came across as a more imitation type flavor and really started to give the cough syrup vibe, and I just did not enjoy it. The next one is the Yukon Jack. This is a higher proof, coming in at 100 proof, and it didn't have a citrusy flavor. It did have a good honey taste to it, but again, it kind of just fell short. It seemed like it was a stronger whiskey for no reason, and it fell short. That's all I can say. The next one is Cincinnati Distilling Company. Now this one, actually I had really high hopes for. This one says that it is made from real honey from Don Pop's Honey Farm. It has a fantastic look to the bottle. We even got this one home and there was quite a bit of sediment at the bottom of the bottle. I had a lot of high hopes for this, like I said. When I tasted it, however, it seems like it was aged maybe like 30 seconds. It did not have a good whiskey flavor to it, and frankly, it didn't really have a very good honey flavor to it. It just seemed like an unaged whiskey, a sweet unaged whiskey, don't get me wrong, but I did not taste honey either. This fell short. I was really disappointed. I had a lot of high hopes for it. If you could let me know in the comments below if the sediment had anything to do with that, maybe a bottling issue or something went wrong with the infusion. I'm not a distiller, and I would love to know if any of those things caused this to taste the way it did. Because like I said, I think they just really missed it on this one. I think they've got a good concept going on, but they just need to do a little bit better the next time around. Coming in at number 5 and number 6, and the top of my super sweet candy category, are Evan Williams Honey and Jim Beam Honey. Both of these are pretty similar. I like them both quite a bit, but they're just not my favorite because I enjoy the whiskey flavor a little bit more. These taste like someone melted a honey hard candy and put it in a bottle. Very sweet, very honey forward. You kind of almost can't taste the whiskey a little bit, but that's great if that's what you like. These would both be great picks for that. Quick PSA, we here at the camp want to remind everyone to please always drink responsibly. And if this video gives you any information that is helpful or is entertaining in any way, please give us a like. And remember to comment below, give us suggestions for our next videos or any that you think we should try. Rounding out my top 4 are all of my whiskey forward honey flavored whiskeys. All of these have a great whiskey flavor to them, and that's what makes me enjoy them a little bit more. I like my whiskeys to taste like whiskey. So coming in at number 4 is American Honey Sting. This actually is pretty unique, and it's the reason why I put it into number 4. It has ghost peppers in it, and it's still really drinkable. It's got a natural honey flavor. You can still taste the whiskey, but it's got a good spicy, kind of a cinnamony flavor into it. I am not a fan of Fireball, so I don't like that hot tamale candy flavor that Fireball has. This has the cinnamon sting to it without that candy hot tamale flavor, and I really like this. As a matter of fact, if we go into a Fireball Showdown, I may have to bring this one back. Coming in at number 3 for me is the Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey. There's a little bit of controversy here at the camp about whether or not this actually should be in number 2 or number 3, but I'm the one behind the camera, so today it's going to come in at number 3. It has a great whiskey flavor to it. You still get the honey, but it is a natural honey flavor and not so much of an imitation honey. With this one, you get a lot of vanilla and caramel and other good flavors in it, not just the honey or the whiskey. It's a very good blend. I really like it a lot. It's a great pick. I like American honey just a little bit more. This is Wild Turkey's version of a honey flavored whiskey. They claim that it uses pure honey, and I have no doubt that that's true because it tastes like it's pure honey. However, you taste the whiskey with it, and I actually can tell that it's a Wild Turkey. They don't lose any of their distinctive flavor. It's got a great blend. It's not fighting each other or coming in as kind of a cough syrup type vibe to it. It's a great, wonderful finish. I really like it a lot, and that's why it edges out the Jack Daniel's just a little bit more. Now, we went out and found these 9 honey flavored whiskeys, and when we did, we found the Whistler Irish Honey. This one actually came in and was the surprise of the bunch. I knew I kind of could tell that I was going to like it just from the claims on the bottle, the way that they use pure honey, and it's an actual Irish whiskey. But I was really surprised by how much I liked it. When I smelled this, it smells like an Irish whiskey. I don't even get the honey on the nose at all. When you taste it, all I could taste until I swallowed it was the Irish whiskey, but it was a good, low-proof, smooth Irish whiskey. When I swallowed it, though, that's when the honey came in, and it was a wonderful, natural honey flavor, and it lingered with me, which I really, really like. That's what comes across from it, and I really enjoy it. It definitely is something that I would recommend, and it is my #1 top pick. Thanks for joining us here at the camp, and there is no better way to enjoy honey-flavored whiskey than in a classic hot toddy. Whether it's a cool spring evening or if you've got a scratchy throat in the middle of winter, this drink is a great one to enjoy the cool weather and get over a cold, to be honest with you. You can do it with just hot water and regular whiskey, but like I said, my favorite way to enjoy this drink is with hot tea and honey flavored whiskey. You can add a lemon, you can add a cinnamon stick, or even more honey if you want to get it a little bit sweeter. But I just like a cup of hot tea and 1.5 ounces of good honey flavored whiskey. Pour it in, mix it up, and enjoy. Is Evan Williams Peach. Now, both of these, Jim Beam Peach.
We're doing honey.
Sorry. Are my candy honey category.